Well, hello everybody. Denise here, the Crafty DIYer. We are going to decorate these keepsake boxes. We're going to add a little bit of decoration to them. As you are hopping on, do say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And while you guys are coming on, I'm just going to grab this link real quick so I can get the broadcast out. If you're not on the broadcast channel, you can just comment broadcast, and that will get you on the broadcast. And I send out a link every time I go live. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and we are done with that. Okay, very good. So this is called Forever Yours Keepsake Box. This is this month's January 2026 collection. I've got some extra things we're going to do. We're going to use some seam binding. We're going to do a lot of things. And then if you've never seen me put one of these together, stay to the end because we will take this one and I'll actually show you how to construct it. Okay, so let me bring up my chat here. Hey Marlu, how are you? All right, let's decorate this one first. All right, so like I said, I've gone ahead. This is a 4x6 box. And what I like to do with them, well, there's several things that you could do with these boxes. You can store your things in them, like I do here. See this here? I store the printable cutouts in here. Gems, buttons, whatever you want. This looks really pretty on your craft table. You could give gifts in this. You could give gift cards. There's really endless possibilities. Hey, Vicki, Holly, and Tammy's here. How are y'all guys doing? All right, let me take this out. And we're going to decorate this. So you don't have to decorate them. I mean, clearly this is pretty on its own. But we are going to decorate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some ink and hit my edges. Like I said, if you've never seen me put this together, stay to the end because I will do a demonstration on putting one together. All right. What I was thinking is I've got some seam binding. And who all have seen the video of me dyeing the seam binding and the cheesecloth? Just say yes, me, in the comments. Oh, and we are streaming on YouTube. Hello, is it Barbars Norris on YouTube? So we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Here's the thing. If I give you a trigger word, if I say like, oh, comment the word blah, 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 it doesn't work on YouTube. So if you are watching from YouTube, stay to, once this is uploaded, I'll go in the bottom and drop any kind of links, okay? So I'm just popping in a bow here, and I'm going to be using my seam binding. Like, look at that. So pretty already, like, boom. There's not a lot of work you need to do with this seam binding. It's a lot of fun. All right. So I was thinking we could just, and this doesn't have to be perfect. This is meant to be very shabby, very moving whichever way, okay? Vicki and Paul, you guys saw it. Did you like, are you creating some seam binding now? I hope I convinced you guys to do some seam binding. I like to do it. I like using all different types of, ribbons and fabrics. All right, so I'm not going to mess with that. I have a tendency to mess with it. So what I was thinking is we could put this like right there and just let that naturally fall where it is. It's falling oddly. We've got half and half. So let me try that again. Let me just try that one more time. Do a simple bow. Hey, Margie. Okay, there. Around. Okay, pull it in there. All right, we're going to go with that. That looks a little better. There's always one side bigger than the other. That's all right. Okay, so see that, how it's got, I like that because now we've got pink and the beige on each side. So I am just going to trim that. And do not get rid of these. What I like to do is I have a glass jar. I like to put this in glass jars because it's so pretty to look at. Okay, so I like to do that. Keep all your little bits. Oh, I need to make sure my glue gun is on. Just make sure it is on. Nope, hold on. I need to plug that in. There we go. Oh, thank you, Paula. It actually is easy. Once you've done it once, it's not really a big learning curve, okay? So we're going to put that there. And then what I was thinking, I've got this number. I do believe this is from the other collection this month. If you're a printable member, you already have these. If you're not a printable member, you can become one. If you like to save money and if you like to paper craft, we have 50% off your first month, just so you know. All right, so I've got that. Oh, let me turn my notifications off. Hold on. There we go. So I'm thinking like kind of hang that down there. Let me bring you in. There we go. It's kind of my thought. And then I have this little charm that it says love. And on the other side, it has a heart. Okay. And I was thinking we could take a bulb pin and I'm going to attach it. I'm going to attach it to my lace up here. So I'm going to do this just before I even glue it. I'm just going to attach that like that. Now, if you are new to this, you can, if you comment the word Amazon, I'll send you the link to my Amazon shop, and it just shows you some of the stuff that I've been using. So I kind of, no, I don't. See, this is why I like to do this. I like to maneuver this the way I want it. And I think if I have it like that, I'm thinking I just want to have it right in the middle. Like that. Yeah, I like that. And then that's going to kind of stick under there. Okay, that works, doesn't it? Oh, Margie. I don't recognize you guys on your YouTube names. Okay, is this hot? That's getting hotter. So I'm going to, yeah, it's not quite hot, but that's okay. We got it. We got it. We got it going. Right there. Yeah, and if you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel. You can comment YT, and I'll send you a link. I think if you hit YT, it sends you to my latest video, I believe. And we're going to have to put something there. We don't have to, but I definitely... See, that's pretty so far. It's not pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm just... It's all about layering. I'm just going to stick that under there like that. Yeah. The box is created with cardstock. I'll show you at the end. We'll put one together. Just stick that in there. I'm sorry, I probably didn't tell you if, let me bring you in. If you want information about the printable membership, just comment PM and I'll send you a link, okay? All right, look at that. Ooh, that's close. Now, I'm going to show you something that I'm playing with. I've been actually playing a lot with some new things. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Now, if you've been with me a long time and you've taken some of my workshops, You know that we have done vintage tape before. But ladies, this is clear tape. And there's this, you got to do it with alcohol ink, and there's a whole process to it. If you want to know how to do this, I can make a video coming up and let you know how to do this. But what I like is, we want to make it look like, we like vintage, right? So we want to make it look like it's been pieced together, like this is really old. So you can really age this up, get it all nice and grungy if you want. And then, see, that's what this is here. See this? That's in the design. That's what that's supposed to be. Okay. So I'm going to, I was thinking about taking the whole thing, putting it here, but I think I want to make it look like it's been pieced together. So let's just cut that off. This is so cool. Okay, and then I'm going to take the rough edge and I'm going to put it like right there. Now, I'm going to lift this up. And I could just turn it around and put it inside. I think I just will. Because back in the day, when something ripped, they would just tape it. And this makes it look like it's been really old. Do you love that? I think that's so cool. And then maybe we can take what's left and add it up here. Let's do that. I'm going to make it look like it's off to the side like that. Okay. There we go. And that's how simple it is. I got a little fuzzies here. Let me get that off. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So we've got some vintage tape on here. This is brand new that I have been. Let me just text Kelly, tell her that I am live real quick, because she is trying to call. Hold on. I am live. There we go. Okay. Boom, just like that. I love it. Okay, so let's do another one. So this is the other box that you get in the collection. Let's decorate this one. We're going to do this one a little different. What is that you're using? Some kind of tape. Marlu, yes. So it's brand new. I haven't taught it yet. I've been experimenting. So as you can tell, I like what I've done so far. So I'm going to teach it coming up soon. I'll do a video on it. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little more vintage. So, and then what I thought we could do with this heart is I've got some seam binding. Sorry, not seam binding. I got some cheesecloth. If you missed that video, I think, what is the word? Oh, if you missed the video of this seam binding and the cheesecloth, comment the word seam, S-E-A-M, and that it'll send you a link. Okay. So this is the rosy pink. And what I did was I just took a little tiny safety pin and stuck a little dangle on here. Okay. And I am going to glue this onto here. Now, I'm not going to use hot glue. I'm going to use my, now I got 3-in-1 because I could not find my Fabri-Tac. I couldn't get down to the city. I'm in a small town. And that's all I could get was 3-in-1. We have such snowstorms here that we're sort of stuck in the town right now. So we got to do what we got to do. Okay, and I'm going to squeeze this up. And I'm just going to hold it. Just like that. Just hold on there. I find personally so far that the 3-in-1 is pretty much the same. But I find that it's, I prefer the fabric tack. Let's just put it that way so far. I find the fabric tack just takes quicker, you know? Okay, so I've got that scrunched up. Let me bring in. Now, Vicky, so Vicky that's watching on YouTube, the trigger words don't work. So what I want, if you're watching from my YouTube channel, come back to this after, and in the comments below, I will put the link. Or you can, if you're on my channel, you can just search it. It's my latest video. But yeah, unfortunately, the trigger words don't work in YouTube. I got this little red paper daisy. So I'm going to put that there. Before I do that, though, I'm going to show you how to use more of the seam binding. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this off. This is why we keep all our little bits, okay? Because you take that and you're going to just kind of smush it like that. Just any old which way it wants to go, okay? So that's still a little wet. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll pop that. I think what I'll do is I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Like so. You lost me on Facebook. Uh-oh. Okay. And then I'm going to put that there. I think we're going to add, I want this to kind of push up, so I can fix that after. I think I want to put this, okay, so I food pod. I actually meant to bring this down a little bit more, but that's okay. The thing is with creativity and paper, it's just paper, and you kind of go with it. And I find sometimes, a lot of times when you do this, it turns out for the better. Do you find that, guys? Thank you, Kathleen. I got that in Sedona. It's my favorite. It never comes off. I forget what it's called. I think it starts with an L. Okay, I'm going to have it. Let me bring that down just a wee bit. So think about, when you're creating, think about layers. When you think you have enough layers, I want you to add another layer. Okay, see how that's coming together there? I like that. All right, let's do that. I'm just going to add a little glue to that. And just squeeze it under. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold the phone. You want to see what else I've been doing? Okay, so I've been creating a lot of stuff lately, guys. So when I make the video for the fake tape, look what else I did. I like to staple this. I want it to look like it's an old stapled thing. But you got to see this. You're going to be shocked. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that is a faux rusted staple. It's hard to see on camera, but trust me, it's faux rusted. All right. Yeah, let's add I'm going to use this glue because I don't want a quick set. I kind of want it to go, I want this to come up here. I'm just going to sit that underneath there. There we go. Just hold that down. Paula says she has all these little bits, but don't think to arrange them like you do. You do a fantastic job. Oh, thank you, Paula. Listen, Paula, it's just practice. And like I said, when you think you've done enough layers, just throw another one on. Like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. Okay. And then what I'm going to do. Oh, I didn't put my flour on yet. I'm going to push this up a bit, just a wee bit, just so it kind of forces it to where I want it. Looks like turquoise, Kathleen. Yeah, I don't know. It starts with an L. I don't remember exactly. All right, so then we're going to put our little, sometimes you can take thread too. Like if you have some thread, I don't think I have any thread. No, I don't. Okay, that's all right. And I am going to put that right there. Like so. Now, I think I'm going to take some stickles. I actually, if you followed me for a while, you know that I live in Canada and I could not find stickles. Like I can't find it on Amazon or anything. But I have a scrapbooking. I actually have a scrapbooking store in the town close to me in Listowel. So if you're a Listowelian, I got some stickles. So we could put, I'm thinking we do that for her hair, like her little flower here. Let's see. I'm going to just, there we go. Just add some little glitters. Come on. Oh, got a little stuck. We gotta backage up here. Come on. Come on. Oh, you know what I have? I have you can use a pin or a needle. I have a staple. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just gonna swirl it just around. Okay, and then isn't that pretty? Stickles really is nice, guys. Okay, and then I think let's do a little bit around here, around the heart, just around the edge. So is there anybody new that has never seen me put one of these together? If that's you, put new in the comments and I will I'll put one of these together right now, like how to fold it and seam it and all that stuff. I'm almost tempted to add a little. I am. Let's just go for it. Oh yeah, this is gonna look pretty. Gonna look pretty. Sparkly. There we go. Lewis. Okay. Good. Welcome, Lewis. Is it Lewis or Louise? I'm sorry, I called you Lewis. My bad. Lewis or Louise. You'll know I'm bad with names, so please forgive me. I'm pretty sure it's Louise. Okay. There we go. Then we gotta let that dry, but you can see, I'm gonna bring you, see how it sparkles? So you take the box, and like I said, you can leave it as is, but how pretty is that? And you've got a little dangle here, and let that dry. It's gonna show up nice. Okay, so we did 2 of them. So we've got one that's more vintagey. You could even take some of the stickles and go around. Lois, I know. You got to forgive me, girl, because I'm terrible. Seriously, I'm terrible with names. Oh, Christine. Christine, you're not new. You've been around. Hey, Jean. Jean says she's new. And Carolyn. Okay. Now, Christine, I know you're not new, but you probably have never seen me put that together. So you're probably thinking, yeah, that's what I meant. I just meant to say that I've never seen you put one together. I got you, Christine. I understand now. Okay. Let's put one together. All right. So when you get the printable, let's put this off to the side and let that dry. So you print them out, right? I think I'm gonna have to bring it back up just a wee bit. Hold on. There we go. So you can see the whole page. Is that better? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so you print it out. I print on 60-pound cardstock for a keepsake box. Okay. Now we have all different, every month we do a keepsake box, a new design for the printable members. You can buy this on the website on its own. And I always say 32-pound bright white, but this you want to do in cardstock, okay? Not really heavy cardstock because then it gets too hard. So you're going to print out all your pages. And then you need to, before you cut it, you need to score it. So if you have a scoreboard you can use, I've got, this is a recollection, and it's got a cutter and it's got a scoring, okay? And that's what we're going to use. So I am going to bring it, I'm going to finagle myself here so you can see what I'm doing. Hey, April. Thank you, Josie. Christine's like, I know, I get you. We just have a lot of fun around here. Okay, so if you look, you see there are dotted lines here. And that's everywhere. See, we need to fold these. We're going to fold this into a box. But first, we need to score it because it's just going to make it so much easier, okay? Now, to score it, I've given you the lines. So you're going to match this line to your scoreboard, okay? So that's what I'm doing. So if you look there, I'm taking this line here and matching it up, and I'm pushing this right up, okay? And I see my line there, so I'm going to take my scoring tool and just go back and forth. That's it. I'm going to lift this up, and then there's another one right here. It's another folding line. Make sure this is nice and flush. That way it's going to stay straight. And score that. Okay, and then we're going to switch it around. Again, line this line up right here. Hey, Twyla. And then the next one. But you got to do this before you cut it out, because if you cut it out, you lose your lines, okay? So just save yourself some time and some anguish, because these are really easy to do. Your first one might be a little wonky, but I'm going to go over some tips as we do this. some things to stay aware of. Now, if you're a member, you make these all the time. How easy is it, guys? If you're a printable member, pop in that it is easy. Just going to make sure you're going to do 2. Like so. And then I think, did we do all? Yep, we did all of them. Okay. So then you're going to cut everything out. And also, too, you're going to print on the back side. So you get all the paper, you get all the printables to do this. So you want to print on the back side. So when you open up your box, see, it's a pattern in your box, like so. There's instructions, and on the printable, there's also a spot where you can go to my YouTube channel and see me do it on my YouTube channel. Okay, it'll be a different design, but it's the same thing. All right, so we've cut it all out. Right now, the magic of TV or laptopy. Paula says laptops are easy, plus they make wonderful gifts. They do. I like your new gadget. Where did you get the cutter from? Josie, I've had that one for a while. I got that one. Recollections is Michael's. All right. So this is the inside. This is our outside. And you can tell just from the lines, okay? So we've got that scored. So now all I'm doing is just bending it. See how easy it is? You can use a little bone folder if you want. Honestly, if you're using 60-pound paper, I don't use a bone folder, but you can. But if you're starting out, you may not even have one. So a lot of times these bone folders come when you get a scoreboard. So you don't need to buy one separate. Okay, so I've got everything folded. I'm going to fold that over, fold that one over, that one, and that one. Okay, so we've got it all folded. I already did the top, so the top looks a little different. That's our front. And of course, we did the same background. Okay, I've just already folded this one. So let's put it together. And what I like to do is use my fabric tack. I'm going to say fabric tack 3-in-1. I prefer fabric tack, but just saying. Okay. Now I'm going to do my sides first. So I'm going to add some glue here. And then I'm just going to fold this over. I'm not worrying about these tabs yet. Just folding this over. Okay. This is what this is doing. I got a little bit of glue. This is fortifying the sides. It's making it nice and strong. So now this feels like 120-pound cardstock because we've got two 60 pounds together. Okay. Don't use a whole lot of glue, just enough. You don't want it seeping out everywhere. If you do, it's all right. Just wipe it off. Bend that over. Hold that down a few minutes or a few seconds. Mine too, Josie. Hey, Sharon. Sharon's watching from YouTube. Okay. So now we've done our sides, okay? Like I said, I have a YouTube demonstration where you can stop and play back and forth, okay? Now, we're going to do the exact same thing on our top and bottom, but before we bring it down, we're going to use our little tabs to make the corner, okay? So basically, we're going to put glue here. We're going to bring this up. We're going to push these in and fold that over. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So let me show you now with the glue. And sometimes I'll add glue here. You really don't need to. It just kind of makes a mess. So I'm going to bring this towards me, bring this up, push this in. Now this is the important part. I'm going to push that in, hold it, and see how this one's sticking out? I want to push that little one right back in, and I'm going to hold it here, okay? Because if it sticks out, this is where, if you're making these and you're like, Denise, my lid does not fit to my bottom, this is where that mistake is going to happen, okay? So you want to make sure that that little corner tab doesn't pop out. So I'm going to hold on to that, just like that. Okay, so let me show you again without the glue. So when I come in, do you see how if I push this here and hold that, see how this one popped out? If that stays like that, this is going to be too big. Okay, we want this flush right in there. All right. Okay, bring it towards me, bring those tabs in. I focus on this side, pinch, come over here, pinch that back in, and pinch down. Okay. And there is the bottom of our box. Look at that. Cute, right? So this is the bottom. This is the inside. So let's do our lid. Now our lid is it's thinner. So they're not as big, right? So it's the exact same thing, but it's just a little tinier tabs and tinier edges. Fold that over. Hold that down for a minute or two. Oh, Josie commented the retro Valentines are my favorite. Sorry, Josie, you said retro, so it's sending you the link to the video. All right. When we do that side, fold that over. Whoop, get out of there. I don't need you in there yet. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're going to bring that in, bring that in. Now we fortified their tops. See, this is our top here. And now we're going to bring in our tabs. Let me just pre-fold them here. Okay, bring that in, fold that in, and now I got to catch these tabs. I'm going to hold that there, push that one back in. There we go. I'm going to hold that. Thanks, Josie. I know sometimes the trigger words, they just start triggering words. So if it ever happens to you, I apologize. Okay. Oh, you should see that flower. That flower looks really cool. Okay, so I'm going to hold. I find I have to hold this a little more. I don't know, guys. 3-in-1 does not tack as fast as seam binding or the fabric tack. It's seam binding on my brain. Okay, I'm just going to hold that there. You can put little clamps or something if you want. All right. I'm going to do this here. Okay. Do the exact same thing. And then what I like to do, once this is dry, I will put it together Is that a lapis stone? I don't know. No, that's not it. I think it's an L something. I forget. I just bought it because it was pretty. I really wanted a pink one. But I didn't like the shape of some of the pink ones. So, okay. That's it. Look at that, guys. Done. So there's our top. Here's our bottom. So you just pop this on here. And it goes to fit perfectly. Okay. So you just, and I would let it, like, I would do this kind of right away. And if for some reason you have to put your bottom in, if you have to bend it, that just means, and it happens to all of us, see? There's a little smidgen right here. Let me show you. It's not a big deal, okay? But do you see this little piece right here? That is enough to make this just stick a little, okay? So it's just bending, but it's not a big deal. But if that happens to you, that's the reason why. Okay, now for sometimes when I'm doing it, it's just because I'm talking and I'm doing it really quick. But there you go. There's your box. Just like that. And then I will just leave it like that, let it sit and let it dry that way. Okay. But if you go to put your box on and it's really wonky, it's just the tabs didn't get put in properly. That's all. And the thing is, guys, it's printables, it's paper. There you go. See? You can do it again. So then that looks pretty just like that. Or look at the one where we decorated. Either one is so pretty. I love that. It makes just sparkle, right? So there's that one. And here is the other one right there. Let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite. Let me bring you back up here. Okay, so if you are interested in the printable membership, it's $15 a month. And then, so we talk in US dollars. It's $15 a month. Your first month when you join is only $7.50. I give you 50% off your first month. If you were to buy one of these collections, it's $8. So for $7.50, you get all 5 collections. All 5. That's all of these. This, our folio. Like last week, you guys saw the folio last week. This collection as well is the folio. Right? So you get all of that for $7.50 for your first month. But if you're not ready, you can go and get to the website and purchase them individually. So if you're interested in that, I would just comment 555, the numbers 555, and then that'll send you 3 links all in one. You can shop printables, you can shop workshops, and you can learn about the printable membership. Okay, whatever suits your fancy. I just love these. They're just so pretty. It's so nice to have stuff around your desk that's pretty, right? The rose, the girl, I'm sorry, what weight is the paper again? It's 60 pound. 60 pound cardstock. Anything lighter, it's going to bend. Like it's going to fold in on itself. It won't stay strong. So always use cardstock for your keepsakes, okay? Looks deeper. It looks kind of, could you make the box deeper? Not with this design. You would have to, this is a pre-cut design. It is 3/4. Hold on. I think it's an inch. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. It's an inch deep. Inch deep. 4x6. 4x6 by 1 inch. Any other questions, guys? If not, oh, you know, what day is it? It's Tuesday, right? Yes, Tuesday. I got a lot of things working behind the scenes. some really cool things coming up. I want you to keep a date open, okay? I can't tell you about it yet. I'm working on something behind the scenes, but I'm going to tell you to keep, let me bring up my calendar. I want you to keep the week of the 16th, February 16th, that week. Keep it open. Don't book anything. Just saying. Got something cool coming. Really, really cool. So stay tuned to that. I will do a video of some of this vintage tape, how I did that, and how I did the staple as well. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching on replay, thank you for watching on replay. And